guys know, I like to open every stream taking a look at stuff, and one of the places that I like to go is I like to go to dollar stores, because you never really know what you're gonna find there. So if you read the schedule thing from the Discord, it says tonight we're gonna be doing some dollar store magic, and I actually have quite a few of these, but we're gonna do 2 of them tonight, and we're gonna see how they go. And if it goes over well, then maybe in the future we can do some of the other ones. So, we have Magic Show Game. And then we have, oh, that's in French. Ensemble Spectacle de Magie. Got one of those. You gotta be 6 years old or higher to do magic. I just want to let y'all know. So if you're training to be like a necromancer or whatever it is, those kids at least gotta wait until they're 6. So, some of these little banana things are on both of them. I tried looking through these to determine which ones have different magic tricks in it, and basically the way it was like doing math, because they had a bunch of different collections and assortments of these, but they would have repeats on the crap that's on the cover. So what I ended up having to do is getting as many unique ones as I could find, and then laying them out in front of me and saying, what's the fewest amount of magic trick box things that I can buy where I will get at least one of all the different tricks they have? And it turns out the answer was 4. So I had to buy 4 sets, and I have 2 right here. So we'll do we'll do 2 tonight, and if this goes over well, maybe in the future we'll do the other 2. It says there's 14 pieces in this magic set, but I think judging by this, I think that's got to be 1 trick. This thing that looks like a game die with a bunch of toothpicks, and it's got to be 1 trick. This disassembled Nerf dart rubber band gun has to be 1 trick. And whatever this, like, dot is, like this lucky penny or something, that's got to be another one. So, actually, wait. If I should have read the back. We have here's the tricks we have. The spiked coin. Spikes pass through a solid coin inside a box. Sounds like a Super Mario Maker glitch. Puzzling boomerangs. Boomerangs magically change size. I'm assuming those are the puzzling boomerangs. And then snap it. Challenge your friends to solve the magic puzzle. Oh boy. So here we go. Oh no. There's tape. Hang on. Of course they don't want... Let me show you how this first magic trick works. You get your X-Acto blade, and you just slice it just like that, and just like that. I shit you not. I don't know if... Hang on, let me put the cap back on this so it doesn't roll off the table and stab through to China, the center of the earth or whatever. Here we go. I don't know if you can tell from looking at the sheen on the side of this box, but that piece of tape is like half as thick as the average piece of Scotch tape. So I love how much they cut corners. All right. Am I doing magic, or am I learning to become a Batman villain? Yes. Let's dump out what we got here. Okay, this is the thing that it hangs on. That's not part of the magic. So we do that, we get... Here's our beginner's magic trick set, and then we get all of the instructions printed on. Oh my god, what the hell? Magic Show Game 2. Game 2. Let's just start with the boomerangs, okay? I know it says spiked coin or whatever, but the spiked coin has the longest set of instructions, so we'll just see how it goes. Oh boy. Okay. I'm just gonna keep the trash inside the box so this stream doesn't just go off the rails. This is the coin we got, by the way. Take a look at this. You think this is legal tender? Hang on. Look at that. Magic money. Copy. They have to put copy so that people don't think this is a real fucking quarter. And then on the other side, it's got a playing card. Magic playing card. What does that say? Oh! Okay, can you guys see that from here? Hang on. Can you see the number on the card? It's oh yeah, it's a 5. That is the look at the top of the coin. That is the fave of hearts. Okay, well, it's top tier magic, ladies and gentlemen. Puzzling boomerangs, which these are literally just made out of paper. Literally, I'm not even kidding. These are paper. They're not even plastic. So, okay. This amazing optical illusion, I knew it wasn't a trick, will have your audience shaking their heads in disbelief. Place one of your boomerangs on top of the other. You'll find that they are exactly the same size. When using them in your show, put the boomerangs on the table, one directly above the other. The bottom one will appear to be bigger than the top one. This illusion is so convincing that you may even fool yourself the first few times you try it. Now pick up the boomerang, the top boomerang, and pretend to stretch it, then replace it, but under the one still on the table. Suddenly, the shorter boomerang will appear to be the longer one. You can repeat this a few times to totally confuse your audience. Finish by saying, "Now I'll make them both the same size." Snap your fingers over the boomerangs and then demonstrate that they are, in fact, the same length by placing them one on top of the other. So what you're supposed to do with these shitty, cheap little things here, and we put them on top, they're totally the same size. Is that... I mean... They're fucking warped, so they don't... The top one doesn't look bigger than the bottom one because this one is warped curling down and this one is warped curling up. So, I mean, if I... Do they look? No, they don't. And then if I do this... I mean, I know it's because I know how the trick works. Basically, the way this optical illusion works is because they're longer on the top side than they are on the bottom, so that it just kind of fools your mind into thinking that that one is bigger than the other. But it doesn't work that way. They're not even like perfect circles because the grooves don't fit on top of each other. They're just cut like shit. I'm sure if you got a protractor or like a compass and like you measured these, it would just look awful. We got 2 sets of these, ladies and gentlemen. So basically, what would happen if you combined 2 sets of these and you put 4 boomerangs one on top of the other? So would it basically look like you would basically probably cause a black hole, is what I'm trying to say. And we will definitely try that in a second. So yeah, this is literally it. You'd be like, look at these 2. Look, we got ketchup, we got mustard. Boom. But pick your favorite. But first, you got to tell me which one is the bigger one. Is it ketchup or is it mustard? And then people are going to look at that and say, boy, these boomerangs sure are puzzling. And then I'm going to be like this, and I'll be like, you want the red one? Okay, hang on. Now which one's the bigger one? It's still the red one because of the way that they're bent. Beautiful. Perfect. Gay for aliens. My brain cannot comprehend this. I just blew your mind, man. Magic trick. Alright, let's take a look at Snap It. Snap It is a devious little magical prop that is made of 2 parts. One is the base. It has a rubber band at one end and a hole at the other. The other has a round top and a small hook at the bottom. Place the hook... Okay, this is it. Place the hooked in... Okay, there's the... See, look, check this shit out. You see that? Right here? Boom. There's the hook. And then here's the blowgun. Place the hook end... Place the hook end into the... Am I doing this right? What side, though? Because it's bigger on one side than it is on the other. Place the hook into the hook end into the base and try to hook the inside part of the rubber band. Then pull the hook out to see if you did. I bet you couldn't. That's because the rubber band end on the inside of the base is too short to be grabbed by the hook. Oh, well, it's supposed to fuck up. So, because look, I mean, these aren't... These are the same size. Is this even part of the trick? Am I supposed to be showing that these are 2 pieces of shit of equal length, but they don't slide all the way through each other because there's a big dickhead on top of this one that stops it and turns it into a Nerf dart. So naturally, it doesn't. You can't reach the Because it doesn't go all the way through. Of course you can't. What's the magic trick here? With the sneaky little move, you can make your friends believe that it can be done. Here's how. Place the hook in, back in, and then using just your thumb and first finger, pull it back out of the base. Just, what? Just slightly? Now with pressure, try... God damn it, this is moving. Let me use my X-Acto blade so this doesn't move. I'm losing it. Where'd my Nerf dart go? I'm not going to put it in my mouth. Now with pressure, try to snap your thumb tip and fingertip together, which will make the top snap out from their grip and back into the base. The illusion will look like it snaps back in because there's tension from the rubber band. Of course, it is not really hooked onto a rubber band, but your friends don't know that. This illusion will work even better if you give the top a few turns before doing the step. Then you can turn the top a few times as if you are disengaging the rubber band before letting your friends try and hook the rubber band. So let me get this straight. Let me just... Okay, none of what I read makes any sense, and I would imagine to you, the viewer, it doesn't make any sense either. So you're supposed to try to hook this thing onto the hook, right? It's supposed to go like that. See? You know, yoing, yoing, yoing. You're supposed to... Maybe they want you to go like this, then? Because that makes it seem doable, and you're supposed to put the rubber band in here, and then... How is this magic? Why didn't you assholes just give me a fake thumb that I could stick a cotton ball under? What is this shit? Okay, so you're supposed to go like this and be like, wow, well, oh, I can't hook it because it's too, he's just too spiky. I can't hook it. You know, Penn Jillette of Penn & Teller on Space Ghost Coast to Coast once famously said, magic is just a fancy word for lying. We're not magicians. We're liars. And whoever invented this magic trick is not a liar, but they are definitely a con artist. So I guess you're supposed to try to struggle to hook it in like that. But what I'm supposed to do is go like this, and then... It doesn't work at all, because you... What? Then, then snap my fingers, and it's supposed to look like it... How would that fool anybody? This isn't attached to anything. So in the picture, they've actually got it upside down, and they were doing exactly what I was doing. They had it threaded through in here. I don't know what the cap is for, though. So I guess it's just supposed to get hung up like that, okay? Looks like a limp dick. And then you're supposed to fish down in there with this thing, and you can't do it. In fact, it's just the rubber band is just going to fall out at some point. So you're supposed to go like this and be like, man, I can't hook it. It seems so easy. And then I'm supposed to show up and be like, as the magician, be like, hey, you guys are stupid. Check this out. Look. I pick it up and I'm like, okay, oh, I think I got it. And I'll pull it. Oh. And I snap my fingers and it doesn't, the illusion doesn't work because... Ladies and gentlemen, I am available for birthday parties and bar mitzvahs and graduation parties of all kinds, okay? Whatever kind of party you're throwing, baby shower, gender reveal party, I don't know. Fuck it. Sign me up. I'm just going to... That's going to be a write-off. That's going to be a write-off. Spiked coin comes with the cylinder in 2 parts. That's this thing. I know what a cylinder is. The parts don't want to necessarily fit together that well, but... You know, whatever. 5 spikes and the coin. To do this amazing trick, you will need to open the cylinder and place the coin that came with your kit, or a real coin, into the round section on... the bottom, so that go... Whatever. It doesn't fit in there. And then cover it with the top. Make sure that the top goes on correctly. I don't know if it's incorrect. You will see a notch in the bottom part that fits into any of the 4 recesses on the Are they... They haven't told me what's the top and what's the bottom. Okay, hang on. You need to open the cylinder, and in the bottom, I'm assuming this is the bottom, and then cover it with the top. Make sure the top goes on correctly. You will see a notch in the bottom part. Maybe this is the bottom, because look, these look like notches that are done in here. See, like right there, and then right here there's like a notch. So I mean, is that even? It doesn't. It's not in there, right? Okay, so I'm assuming it just kind of goes in there like this. Okay, fine, whatever. You are now going to place the 5 spikes into the holes on the top. Wait, what are they asking me to do? You are now going to place the 5 spikes into the holes on the top, and they will pass all the way through the coin and out of the bottom of the cylinder. Well, not really. You're going to place the first spike in such a way that the coin will turn sideways within the cylinder, allowing the spikes to pass on all sides of it. So, see how it's in there like that? I guess if we... Oh, shit. So I assume we're trying to get this business to happen inside there. So, what we do is I'm like, hey guys, check this shit out. Look, I'm going to put this spike in here. You guys know how I can't see out of one eye? That's making this extremely difficult. So we do like that, and then we put the spike in there, and then I guess... That's so not working. Hang on. I mean, maybe. If I can fit this one in there, then we'll be good to go. Okay, look at that. Boom. Oh, man. Look at this. You guys. What in the hell? How does he do it? There's a coin in there, you guys. So the coin will turn sideways, allowing the spikes to pass on all sides. Hold the cylinder with the top holes facing you. If the cylinder work, oh, blah, 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 blah. Tell me if it's the clock or not. Place the first spike into this hole. As the spike touches the coin, it will push its outer edge down and force the coin to turn on its side. You'll know if this done was correctly if the spike goes all the way through the bottom. And you can now see all of the other bottom holes through the top. So, there you go. So the way you're supposed to do it is basically do what I just did. And then... and you go, hey, look at that. There's a quarter in there. Whatever. And then you just go... Then shake it so the coin falls down. And then you lift it and go like that. And then you do the David Blaine look. Like that. And then you blow people's minds. So, each of these magic tricks cost 33 cents a piece, okay? And out of all of them, out of these 3, actually, let's wait till we're done with all of them, and then we'll like rate them on like a scale of how bad they are. So let's put these spike things away over here. No one's gonna believe that. So here's the other one. It comes with another set of magic boomerangs, and it comes with like some dice and then like a miniature magnifying glass. And what we have here are more puzzling boomerangs, color vision, reveal a chosen image in a sealed box, coin paddle, coins appear, vanish, and then change. So let's crack this one open. Use my not so safe safety razor. Guys, I'm just as confused as you are. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. Beautiful. Beautiful and graceful. Alright. So this is Magic Show game number 1, the set that we got here. And we've already done the puzzling. Oh, shit. It's printed on these damn pieces of toilet paper. There we go. Put the trash in with the trash. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have another coin. Is it the same one? The Fave of Hearts? Sure is. So this is my magical coin wand, huh? That's how it's gonna work? Wait, we'll figure that out later. What the hell? Gatorbox fans, will you marry me? There's like a little... What the hell? Okay, I'm sure this will make sense when we read the directions. I'm sure. Does that say on the bottom? Oh, Greenbrier International. Yeah, that's Dollar Tree's distribution company. So look, 2 magic boomerangs. Boom. Which one's bigger? The red one or the yellow one? Looks like it's the red one, even though it's supposed to be the yellow one. Boom. Which one's bigger? Red one or the yellow one? Actually, now it looks like it's the yellow one because they're bending in weird ways. Are these bent? Hang on. Okay, wait. These are bent. They're inverse of each other. So maybe the illusion will actually work. Because these are both bent in the same direction. So therefore, the magic trick should work. Which one is supposed to look? The bottom one will appear to be bigger than the top one. Okay, then there you go. So now it actually does kind of work now that both of these are bent in the same direction. And then if we go like this and we show it like that, like, wow, the yellow one looks bigger. And then I'm like, you just got mind freaked. You just got mind freaked. Does this make a better illusion, or does it completely screw it up? They don't look like they're escalating in size. Now we get let's try color vision, and I'm assuming this is color vision, okay? You will notice that your mind-reading box you guys, this is a mind-reading box. That is a proper noun, by the way. Mind-reading box. All capitalized. That is a proper noun. It's made up of 3 parts. The lid, the 6-sided picture cube, that must be what this thing is, and the box. While turning your back to the audience, ask one of them to put the picture cube in the box and remember which image is on the top. Have them cover it, and then place the box in your hands behind your back. Turn around to face them, but keep the box in your hands behind your back. Tell them you will now try and read their mind. Behind your back, again, move the lid from the top to the front side of the box. Now bring the box out, making sure the top is uppermost and the open side is facing you. You will now be able to just glance at the opening and see, oh, okay, that makes sense. So, alright, so on this little cube, we have orange and some books, pink and a football, yellow and a art easel, or it's not an easel. What's that called? Platter? Bob Ross is going to hate me. I don't know. We have green, and we have a strawberry, blue, and a race car, and purple, and a really disgusting-looking ice cream that's got green in it. So, palette? Is that what it's called? Palette? Maybe. I'm not sure. So what we do is, I'm like, okay, you guys... Look, pick your favorite thing and make sure it's on top, and I'll guess it and I'll reveal it. And you're gonna say, you know what, Draco, that's called a paint palette, you fucking idiot. So I'm gonna put that in the box, and you're gonna hand it to me, and I'm gonna go behind my back, like, you know, like this, also with this, right? And put that on there and put the lid on it so I can't see it. So you're gonna go like that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna bring it behind my back, and I'm basically putting it behind your back clearly means you're fucking with it, though. Because what you're supposed to do is, while it's behind my back, I'm supposed to go like this, right? Put the lid on top, and then I'm like, okay, woo! Alright, you guys. And then I'm holding it. So, like, this is the side that's... This trick doesn't work at all, because the bottom of the box has that stamp that says Greenbrier International. So that kind of gives away the fact that I've done something to the box when if you do this, none of the other sides have this weird stamp stripe on the bottom. So now that does it work any? No, it doesn't look any better if I do it from. Actually, it's more obvious if I do it that way. So, so this is now what the audience can see, right? But from what I can see on my end, since I've fucked with the lid, I can see that. So then I'm like, okay, I've got your magic puzzle cube. The box, you opened it, we came. Did you pick yellow and it's a paint palette? Because that's what that's called. It's not called an easel. That's the thing you paint on, you damn idiot. And you're going to be like, wow, how'd you know? And I'm going to be like, elementary, my dear. I guess, like, because you have to reveal it. You have to do the reveal, right? So, like, if you go, were you thinking of yellow paint palette? And then go like this, people are going to know you're a fraud. So when you do that, you have to like also like tilt it forward at the same time. It doesn't mention that. It doesn't. It has no idea that, you know, it's not. It doesn't mention that part of the act, because I would imagine when you do the big reveal, you can't just go like this. This is the closest. Okay, aside from the stamp on the bottom that clearly destroys the illusion, this is the closest we've come to a magic trick, okay? It's not some optical illusion. It's not some vape pen that does not work. And it's not some weird salt and pepper shaker that doesn't quite sit level the way it's supposed to. So, this one is closest to a magic trick. So we'll set that in the back. So we got one more magic trick to do. And this one is the coin paddle. To make amazing magic with your special paddle, you'll need to learn a simple technique called the paddle move. Really? Really? Let's break it down into easy stages. Be sure to practice each stage thoroughly before going on to the next. First, hold the paddle by the stem between your first two fingers and thumb, so that one of the circle patterns on the paddle is facing you. Now tilt the paddle down so that the pattern is facing upwards and the audience can't see the bottom of the paddle. Okay. This upward position of one of the circles will be your starting position whenever you perform the paddle move. That's in quotes every time they say it, by the way. Now, using your thumb, turn the paddle over by rolling the paddle outward. If you're holding it, fingers and thumb roll to the left. Now roll it back with your thumb, this time inwards. Keep practicing this rolling movement of your thumb. The next stage is very easy. While holding the paddle as before, but without rolling it, just turn your wrist over so that the back of your hand and the... So, this. And you're... It will look like you're showing both sides of the paddle, but you're actually showing the same side twice. Okay, so what you're supposed to... That can't work. So the way it's supposed to work is you hold it like this, and but you have to also roll it and then flick your wrist at the same time. So you go like this, and as I'm turning this way, I have to roll the paddle this way, right? So I go like that, and now I just drop the coin. You know what? I don't know where that went, so let's just get the other coin. So you go, right? Like this? That doesn't... So you're supposed to go like that, and then you can... I guess that's why you're supposed to practice the paddle move. That's... The paddle move is not a proper noun, but it is in air quotes. So, the guys, I'm a real magician, I promise. You go like this, and then you're like, oh, what's in here? And I'm like, oh, it's the same coin. Where's the other coin? I really did lose it. Here's an easier trick, okay? No one's gonna see the bottom of it. Just stick both coins in there like that, and then you're like, oh, how'd I do it? How'd I do it? if they've done such a poor job of explaining how the paddle move works. Because it says when you hold it between your first two and your thumb. But does that mean this? Or does that mean this? And then you roll it. Also, if this is meant to be rolled, why wouldn't you make this cylindrical like the fucking this thing? So that it's way easier to turn that in your hands. Like, way easier. And not a goddamn mess. You know what would make this a lot easier is if they had like little pictograms of the steps. Instead, there's just literally like this entire bottom third of this piece of paper is telling you how to do this trick. When really, this is something that works best if there's little drawings to show you how to hold it, what you're supposed to do, and how the trick actually works. And instead, they assume that little kids are going to read this and understand it, okay? It's for ages 6 and up, which means you have to be at least in the 1st or 2nd grade to do this. I mean, I'm basically old and I can't figure this out. And it's not because I believe in magic, it's because I believe in showing people the proper way to do something. I don't know. But this is an absolute disaster. I can't even get the trick to work for you guys because I'm holding it like... So I'm supposed to turn it... This doesn't... Am I holding it like that? And then otherwise it's like... So if I go like this... So which way does it... I'm not sure. I'm like, which way does it need to turn? We go like this, so it's turning that way, so I need to turn it to the left. That's the paddle move right there. Right? But you're just supposed to... I guess you're supposed to do it... I don't know. That doesn't look convincing at all, and maybe I'm doing it wrong because there's no diagram. All right, so between these two sets, we got 5 magic tricks. We got a duplicate of one of them. So I'm going to put them in order from best or most convincing to the absolute worst. So the best one by far, even though it's flawed, is I'm going to give it to the mind reading box. If this stamp wasn't on the bottom, this would almost be like a neat little trick. But again, the fact that you have to put it behind your back and be like, oh, I'm not doing anything with this box, and then bring it back out, and then be like, oh. Whoa. Like that's just suspicious. You need to have some type of misdirection. Like, if the box was smaller and you could actually just, you know, quickly kind of pop it off in one hand and then, I don't know, move the lid somewhere, kind of like how I'm doing right there, and then be like that, like when they hand it to you, and then you could peek and be like, did you pick the paint palette or whatever? But yeah, so anyways, this gets the highest marks because it's the closest thing to like magic. So there. And then the next closest trick is going to be the salt shaker that you put the spikes through. Just because I feel like any regular person could probably figure out how this works when you put the first thing through and then the coin falls onto its side or whatever. And it's just an embarrassing wreck, and you start putting your little doodads in there, your little toothpicks in there. So this is the best one. This is second best. Third best, I'm probably gonna have to give it to the coin paddle, assuming you can figure out the paddle move, assuming you can do the trick and figure it out. Maybe that's impressive. Maybe. I have no idea. Last place are the magic boomerangs, because those are literally pieces of paper, and it's not a magic trick, it's an optical illusion. There's a difference there. So that just means that 4th place is going to be the Nerf dart that doesn't work. And that's 4th place purely because it appears to be an illusion trick that I can't figure out how to get it to work. So, again, it just seems like it's really poorly put together. But again, these are all 33-cent magic tricks, so I don't know what everyone was expecting. So there's from worst to best. There's some dollar store magic for you. Beautiful. Beautiful. I can't believe I spent $2 on this. So, because that was terrible, I need to take a break. I need to get another drink. So, okay, now I need to get another drink because I'm all out of cola. So here's how things are gonna go down. Zondo, I hate this. Yeah, I do too. Don't worry, I hate it too. So we're gonna go to break, and when we come back from break, tonight's game is going to be E.T. Interplanetary Mission for the PlayStation. Yeah, there's more of these, I guess. So we will talk more about that when we come back from break. So I'm going to go to be right back, and I will leave you guys with a poll in chat real quick while I'm getting things ready. So sit around. Sit around. Sit around. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Hey, thanks for checking out Gatorbox on YouTube. We really appreciate it. If you like what you saw and you want to kick around with us live, follow us on Twitch because we do this several times during the week. And if you want to support this channel, you can do so by subscribing right here on YouTube, following or subscribing over on Twitch, or even making a pledge on Patreon. Your support over the years has been tremendous. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video right here on Gatorbox.